Oh, brilliant. Right, okay. We've got to, the numbers are in. Right, we'll officially start the interview tonight. Jeff, great to see you. Good friend of Steam. How are you and how are you enjoying lockdown in sunny Derbyshire?
I'm fine, thank you, Steve. I'm in good fettle from a fitness point of view, but ultimately pretty bored, like a lot of other people are. Lockdown and doing the obligatory one-day big shop to make sure everything's here and there. My wife's looked after, but I'm ready to get out of it. But I will only get out of it when it's safe to do so.
Yeah, no. So I'm going to say, what I'm going to just, we'll just have a chat about some general stuff. But for those of you who are watching, if you've got a question for Jeff, obviously just type it in, and him and I can pick it up, and then we can chat or Jeff can ask your questions. So please type in your questions. I've got a few already have already come in, which we'll come to in a second. But let's get to all things kind of current, Jeff, and what's kind of happening. I mean, I know you only know as much as probably, well, you know more than we know, but we read what's in the papers and comes up on the internet. When do you see any level of cricket coming back, live, and how do you see it coming back?
Listen, Steve, it's an impossible question to answer because nobody knows really. Nobody can really know. Now, they want to get it back as soon as possible, but only when it's safer. I can't understand them wanting to play. It must be a financial reason, wanting to play with no audience there at all and just having clapping over a loudspeaker. That doesn't make sense to me. That's sport as sport is meant to be. Sport is meant to be for an entertainment for a spectator. So there are so many different forms of the game now. Some will have priority. I see they've cancelled the 100 till next year. Maybe lesser. They maybe just play one county championship game against each opposition. I don't know, but I don't think they know at all. They've just got to wait and see how things progress, and it's really difficult.
Do you think is there a massive apprehension about how they come back, how they train, how they arrive at grounds, changing rooms, all that sort of stuff? Do you feel there's a big apprehension there?
I've not talked to too many people about that. Obviously, I'm not so much in the sway anymore. But that has got to be a case because they don't really know how they're going to go. They can't just turn up and walk in the change room as they normally do, get on with what they do regularly. There's got to be a different kind of format to it. And how they learn that format, how they behave to that format, we'll only find out when it comes to fruition. So difficult. And the problem is somebody has got to make these decisions, and who makes those decisions? Really difficult. So it's a difficult jigsaw for the ECB or TCB. How they're going to work it, I really, really don't know.
But are they going to be able to get the three formats in? So the T20, the One Day Cup, and the Championship.
Not enough time. All right, they've cancelled the 100, so that doesn't come into it. They might get the formats in, but it won't be full format, I'm sure. They can't have all the county championship games and all 50 over games and then 20. They might try and prioritize on which one is more beneficial, and go down that. But you've still got to actually appease your members. The members. You've got some members who would prefer to watch county cricket. You've got some members who would prefer to watch 2020 or one day, and the assessment of it is really, really difficult. And what would be hard, the people who are listening or tuning into this, obviously we're not going to see them, but to see the hands up which they would want to watch if a decision's got to be made. Well, a horrible word, we scrap such and such and then just concentrate on this other form. I don't know.
Well, we'll ask that as a question. So, please type in your answer. So if we had to lose, whether it's the Championship, the T20 or the One Day Cup, which one would we lose first?
Bearing in mind that the 100's already gone, that was going to be a big franchise kind of competition that people were looking forward to. So that's already gone. So is it 1 day stroke 4 day?
And do you think? I mean, there's always going to be talk. Not everyone's going to be happy